there is something most people do not notice until it is absolutely everywhere. Run your finger along the side of your kitchen cabinet door, the part right next to the handle. Go on, do it. Now, what exactly do you feel on that surface? That sticky, yellowish, almost waxy film coating every cabinet surface you own? That is not just dust. That is not just old fingerprints. That is months, maybe years, of cooked grease, microscopic oil particles, and kitchen steam that has been slowly gluing itself to every painted, laminated, or wood surface in your cooking space. And here is the part that surprises most people. The cabinets that feel the worst are not usually the ones closest to the stove. The grease floats, it drifts, it settles on every cabinet in the room, on your light switches, on the top corners of your refrigerator, and especially on the uppermost surfaces of your upper cabinets where nobody ever thinks to look. Cleaning secret. Number 1. Know your enemy. Before you pick up a single cloth, understanding what you are dealing with changes everything about how you clean it. Kitchen cabinet grease is not a single substance, it is a layered accumulation. Every time you cook, tiny airborne oil particles settle on your cabinet finish. Dust sticks to that film. Then more oil lands on the dust. That cycle repeats every single day until the layer becomes thick enough. That ordinary dish soap and a wet cloth just smear it around rather than removing it. That is why most people give up halfway through cleaning their cabinets. They work hard, they scrub, they use all the wrong things, and the grease just moves from one spot to another. The surface still feels tacky, the cloth just turns brown, and the cabinet still looks dull. What Mason is about to show you is completely different. No scrubbing, no strong chemical smell, no wringing out a sponge over and over. The whole process takes about 5 minutes per cabinet section, and the method does the work, so you do not have to. Cleaning secret number 2. The cabinet finish matters. Not all cabinets are built the same, and this is something most cleaning videos completely skip over. Whether your cabinet doors are painted wood, solid hardwood, thermofoil laminate, or a melamine-wrapped MDF board, changes how aggressive you can be with your cleaning solution. Painted cabinets, especially older ones with latex paint, can actually strip or dull if you apply highly acidic solutions and scrub them hard. Solid wood cabinets need moisture managed carefully because wood can swell and warp if left wet too long. Laminate and thermofoil surfaces are plastic-coated materials and are actually the most forgiving. They tolerate more solution contact and wipe clean beautifully. The method Mason is going to walk you through works safely across all of these surface types. It is specifically designed to dissolve grease without disturbing the finish underneath. No scratching painted surfaces, no lifting laminate edges, no stripping the sheen from stained wood. One quick test before you start. Apply a tiny amount of your cleaning solution to a hidden corner of one cabinet door. Wait 30 seconds. If the surface looks the same, no discoloration, no dullness, you are good to go. You know, the Mason Pure Cleaning community has shared thousands of before and after cabinet photos in the comments section. If you want to see what other people's results looked like before they tried this, and you are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Every week there is a new method, a new problem solved, and a whole community sharing their wins. This is what Mason calls the Master Toolkit. 5 things. All of them are probably already in your home. And together, they form a degreasing combination that professional residential cleaners have been using quietly for years. This is the Mason Master Toolkit. Toolkit item number 1. Liquid Castile soap. This is the upgrade from standard dish soap. Castile soap is a plant oil-based soap, usually made from olive, coconut, or hemp oil. Like dissolves, like. The oil base in Castile soap binds directly to the oil molecules in cabinet grease. Dr. Bronner's is the most widely available brand, but any unscented liquid Castile soap works perfectly. Toolkit item number 2, cream of tartar. This is the professional secret weapon. Cream of tartar is a mild acidic powder, the same thing bakers use to stabilize egg whites. When mixed into a paste with Castile soap, it becomes an extraordinarily effective degreaser. The acid in cream of tartar breaks the molecular bond between grease and the cabinet surface. No scrubbing needed, no elbow grease, the chemistry does it. Toolkit item number 3, warm water. Warmth matters. Warm water makes grease fluid and responsive. Always use the warmest water that is comfortable on your hands. Toolkit item number 4, white vinegar in a spray bottle. Plain white distilled vinegar, diluted 1 part vinegar to 2 parts warm water. This is your rinse agent. Toolkit item number 5, 2 microfiber cloths, one for applying, one for buffing. Microfiber is the right tool because it lifts and traps particles rather than pushing them around. Now for the process, the 5-minute method. Cleaning step number 1, mix the degreasing paste. Stir them together until they form a smooth, thick paste, about the consistency of soft putty. That is the entire formula. Cleaning step number 2, apply without pressure. Press the cloth flat against the cabinet surface and let it sit there for 10 full seconds before you move it at all. After 10 seconds, begin moving the cloth in slow, wide circles. Not scrubbing, not pushing, just slow, easy rotation. Cleaning step number 3, watch the cloth. It will start turning yellowish brown almost immediately. That is years of buildup coming away with virtually no effort. When one section of your cloth becomes saturated, fold it over to expose a clean surface and keep working. If you are thinking, this seems too easy to be real, just try one cabinet door. 1. 3 minutes. Then scroll through the comments below this video and you will see hundreds of people saying exactly the same thing. Those people are part of this community. You can be too. Just hit like and subscribe. Every week, the lessons start now. Once the paste has done its job across a full cabinet door, it is time for the step that takes a good clean to a great one. Cleaning step number 4, the vinegar rinse. Take your spray bottle with the diluted white vinegar and water mixture and mist the cabinet surface lightly. Then take your second clean microfiber cloth and wipe across the surface in long, smooth, horizontal strokes. What the vinegar is doing here is twofold. First, it neutralizes any remaining soap residue. Second, the mild acidity of the vinegar acts as a clarifying agent, cutting through any last film of dissolved grease. After the vinegar wipe, the cabinet surface will look noticeably brighter. The true color of the material comes back fully. Cleaning step number 5, the dry buff. Flip your clean cloth to a completely dry section and give the cabinet door one final light pass. No pressure needed. This removes any last trace of moisture and leaves the surface with a subtle, natural shine. Run your finger across the surface now. Completely smooth, no stickiness, no residue. Now for some material-specific pro tips. Cabinet trick number 1, painted wood cabinets. Painted surfaces are the most common and the most satisfying to clean because the difference is so dramatic. If your paint is older than 10 years, reduce your cream of tartar to 1 tablespoon instead of 2. Cabinet trick number 2, solid wood-stained cabinets. Wood is porous, so work in smaller sections and do not let the paste sit on the surface for longer than 15 seconds. If your cabinets have a polyurethane or lacquer top coat, you have much more flexibility. The coating protects the wood. Cabinet trick number 3, laminate and thermofoil cabinets. The one thing to watch is the edges and seams. Do not let liquid pool in those areas to avoid edge lifting. Cabinet trick number 4, cabinet hardware. Use the same paste, applied with an old soft toothbrush on your hardware. Let it sit for 30 seconds. A handle that looked bronze-colored will come back to its original silver or brass finish. It looks like brand new. Cabinet trick number 5, cabinet tops. Heat rises, grease rises with it, and it settles in that flat, rarely seen space and builds up over the years. Use the same paste and method up there. Apply, dwell, wipe, and dry. You will be shocked at what comes off. Many of these tips came directly from your questions. If there is a cleaning challenge you are dealing with, drop it in the comments. Mason reads them and builds future videos around what you need. Hit like and subscribe. Every week, the lessons start now. The deep clean is done. The cabinets look different. They look the way they are supposed to look. And that feeling, running your hand over a surface that was tacky and dull 5 minutes ago and finding it smooth and bright, is one of the most satisfying small wins. But here is the part that protects all of that work going forward. Keep the grease from coming back. Maintenance, step number 1, the weekly wipe, just 2 minutes. Once a week, take a cloth dampened with just the vinegar and water solution and do a quick pass. Focus on the stove area and handles. This prevents buildup from starting. You are just catching fresh particles before they bond. Maintenance, step number 2, the monthly touch-up, 5 minutes total. Once a month, mix a small amount of paste and go over any door that has started to feel slightly tacky. A quick pass with the paste, followed by the vinegar rinse, and it is restored. Maintenance, step number 3, the seasonal deep clean, every 3 months. This is what Mason showed you. The full paste, the full rinse, the dry buff, the hardware, the tops. keeping a permanently clean state. Maintenance. Step number 4. Ventilation is the long-term solution. Use your range hood every single time you cook. The fan captures grease particles at the source before they ever drift. If your filter looks gray, cleaning it is a 2-minute job with the same paste. It can reduce buildup by half. There is something that happens when you clean one thing that was overdue. It almost always leads to cleaning more. When those doors go from sticky and gray to smooth and bright, the rest of the kitchen suddenly looks more manageable. A clean kitchen feels lighter. It feels like a place where cooking is something you want to do. Not perfection, not a showroom kitchen, just your space, feeling good, feeling cared for. If this method worked for you, Mason would love to hear about it. Drop a comment below describing the before and after. Your experience is genuinely useful to someone else. Your 3 sentences might be the reason someone else finally tackles their kitchen. If this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you do not miss what is coming next. Next up on Mason Pure Cleaning, the inside of the oven. That baked-on, carbonized crust that looks like it would take a miracle to remove, except it does not. The same philosophy works there too. Chemistry over force, patience over scrubbing, simple ingredients. That video is coming very soon, and it is one you absolutely do not want to miss. Mason appreciates every single minute you spent watching this. Take care of your kitchen, take care of your home. And remember, it does not have to be complicated. Every week the lessons start now.